the current measures taken by the European Union are temporary measures. They should not be seen as something permanent, but they are also a useful reminder for the United Nations and the global community that the time has come to put the migration issues on the agenda very directly. These, of course, are very sensitive issues, and sovereign states have had hesitations about them for a long time. But now the time has come to provide a global policy framework for good migration governance. This is not going to happen immediately. This is not a matter of a single decision. It has to go in stages, and the first stage would be to bring the International Organization on Migrations closer to the UN and possibly within the UN system. And then proceeding from here, we would need to develop gradually a policy framework and possibly new legal norms while keeping intact the Refugee Convention and the protocols that define the work on assistance to refugees. In the area of peacekeeping operations, we need two things. First, we need meaningful communication, consultations between the troop contributing countries, the Security Council, and the Secretariat with a view to producing the right kind of decisions. The reforms there are a continuous process. And I think that here the important emphasis would be on strengthening of the capacity of peacekeeping forces, where I expect an ever larger involvement of the countries with the most developed military systems to provide capacity in such areas as logistics, intelligence, and others. And there will be other priorities of this nature. The international community should work and seek the solution of the problem of Palestine. Two-state solution is the imperative. This is an imperative to which the United Nations has been committed from its earlier days. And it is certainly worrisome that the progress achieved has stalled, that in the past years we didn't have appropriate progress. And of course, this is a basic challenge for the Secretary General in the initial period of his work. I'm aware of the diplomatic initiatives which are taking place right now, and I hope they will produce progress and that there will be moments for the Secretary General to interact with those initiatives, and also for the Security Council and the General Assembly to play their part. But probably it is too early to say how things would exactly look in the beginning of next year. Let me just assure you that Palestine and Middle East will be among the priorities for the first year. Terrorism is not a monolithic phenomenon. It consists of a variety of phenomena. And the UN has to develop policies that address all these different phenomena. Security-based military responses are not the only ones, and certainly heavy-handed responses are not necessarily the best responses. So we have to think about a variety of political and other activities that the UN can promote together with member states. I would like to mention the need for creating counter-narratives to those narratives that stimulate young people to join the terrorist activities. Dissuasion is a very important priority in this case, and the United Nations can do more than that has been done so far. The concept of leaving no one behind demonstrates a commitment of the United Nations to give priority to those countries that are most severely hampered in their development aspirations. That applies to least developed countries, to the countries landlocked countries, to small island states, and others.